Welcome, everyone. Today, we're going deep on a problem every data team eventually runs into: knowing where your data actually came from and where it goes. We're going to build an end-to-end data lineage system using two open-source tools, Marquez and OpenMetadata, both built on top of a shared open standard called Lineage. By the end of this session, you'll understand the core mental model behind modern lineage systems, how to instrument a real pipeline to emit lineage events, how to choose between Marquez and OpenMetadata for your own stack, and what production issues to plan for before you scale this beyond a pilot. Let's start with why this problem matters in the first place. Here's a scenario every one of you has lived through. A dashboard number looks wrong. Maybe revenue is off, maybe a churn metric spiked overnight. Someone pings the data team and asks, "Is this right?" And the honest answer in most organizations is we don't actually know, and we're not sure how to find out quickly. Modern data platforms move data through a dozen hops before it ever reaches a dashboard. Ingestion jobs, warehouse transforms, feature pipelines, BI extracts. Every one of those hops is a place where something could have gone wrong. And without lineage, tracing backward through them is manual, slow, and error-prone. This shows up in three recurring ways. First, root cause debugging, tracing a bad value backward through every transform that touched it. Second, compliance and audit, proving data provenance for regulations like GDPR or CCPA. And third, safe change management, knowing the downstream blast radius before you alter a schema or a pipeline. The good news is we don't have to solve this from scratch. OpenLineage gives every tool in the stack: Airflow, dbt, Spark, Flink, a shared event format for describing who read and wrote what and when. Marquez and OpenMetadata both consume it, so instrumenting once buys you lineage everywhere. Before we go further, let's ground ourselves in the mental model that everything else in this talk builds on. It comes down to three primitives. A job is a defined unit of processing logic, a DAG task in Airflow, a dbt model, a Spark application. It's the what that does the work. A run is one execution of that job at a specific point in time. Jobs are static definitions. Runs are what actually happened, and every run carries a state machine: start, running, and then either complete or fail. That state machine is what lets a Lineage UI show live pipeline health, not just a static after-the-fact graph. A dataset is anything read or written by a job: a table, a topic, a file. On the diagram, you can see the pattern. A dataset called raw events is read by a job, transform events, running on Airflow, and that run writes a new dataset, fact events. And finally, facets, structured metadata that attaches to any of the three: a schema facet on a dataset, a SQL facet on a job, a data quality facet on a run. Facets are how OpenLineage stays extensible without breaking the core spec. Every tool we talk about next is just a different way of capturing and displaying this same model. Now, let's zoom out and look at the full system, end to end, because there are 5 distinct layers here, and it's worth understanding what each one is responsible for. On the far left, we have sources: your Airflow DAGs, your dbt models, your Spark or Flink jobs. These are the systems actually doing the data processing work. Next is emission. This is where the OpenLineage client library lives, sending events over REST or Kafka. This is the layer you're instrumenting when you adopt OpenLineage. It's a thin client, not a heavyweight agent. Those events land on the backend layer, either the Marquez API or OpenMetadata's ingestion framework, depending on which tool you've chosen, or both, since nothing stops you running them side by side. From there, data lands in storage. Marquez uses PostgreSQL as its backing store. OpenMetadata layers Elasticsearch on top for fast search and discovery across large catalogs. And finally, consumers, the lineage graph UI your engineers actually look at, plus downstream governance tooling and alerting. One detail worth calling out at the bottom of this diagram: there are 2 ingestion paths converging here. Push-based ingestion, where Airflow and dbt emit events in real time as they run, and pull-based ingestion, where OpenMetadata's scheduled connectors scan your warehouse and BI tools on a cadence. Both paths converge on the same OpenLineage event contract before they ever hit storage. That convergence is what makes this architecture flexible enough to support tools that can and can't emit events natively. Let's make this concrete with actual code. This is a Python snippet using the OpenLineage client library to emit a run event from a pipeline. At the top, we import three things from the client: OpenLineage client itself, the run-related classes, run event, run state, job, and run, and a schema dataset facet for describing dataset structure. We instantiate the client pointed at Marquez's API endpoint. Then, inside our emit function, we build a run event. It carries an event type, which is one of those run state values, a timestamp, a run ID, and a job definition scoped to a namespace, in this case, analytics. The interesting part is the inputs and outputs. Inputs is a list of datasets this run reads from, here, raw events. Outputs is a list of datasets it writes to, fact events. And notice we're attaching a schema dataset facet to that output, describing its fields. Finally, we call client.emit, and that single call is what fans out to both Marquez and OpenMetadata. Three things worth highlighting on the right. First, this client targets Marquez's REST API directly, but the same events reach OpenMetadata through its own OpenLineage connector. You're not writing two integrations. Second, those run state transitions, start, running, complete, or fail, are what let both UIs show live pipeline health instead of a graph that's only accurate in hindsight. And third, that schema facet on the output is what enables column-level lineage, which becomes critical when you need impact analysis on a schema change. So which tool do you actually reach for? This is the question I get most often, and the honest answer is, it depends on scope. Marquez is the OpenLineage reference implementation. It's lineage first, purpose-built to model jobs, runs, and datasets, and nothing else competes for schema priority. It's lightweight, a single Postgres-backed service that's genuinely fast to stand up and self-host. Marquez is the right fit for teams that already have a data catalog elsewhere and just need a trustworthy lineage graph and API to plug into it. OpenMetadata, on the other hand, is a full metadata platform. Lineage is one module among several. You also get catalog, discovery, data quality, ownership, and glossary management all in one place. It's Elasticsearch-backed, which means it's optimized for search and discovery across potentially thousands of assets, not just lineage graphs. OpenMetadata is the right fit for teams that need a single pane of glass for governance broadly, not lineage in isolation. A useful heuristic: if you're asking, do we have a lineage problem? Start with Marquez. If you're asking, do we have a metadata problem and lineage is part of it? Start with OpenMetadata. Getting a lineage system running in a demo is easy. Running it in production for a year is where the real decisions live. 4 patterns to plan for. Push versus pull ingestion. Runtime push, OpenLineage events, captures exact execution facts as they happen. Scheduled pull, warehouse crawlers, fills the gaps for tools that simply can't emit events natively. Most mature production setups run both simultaneously, rather than picking one. Column-level lineage cost. It's tempting to turn on column-level parsing everywhere immediately, but it multiplies your event volume and storage significantly. Scope it deliberately to your highest risk tables first, the ones tied to compliance or executive reporting, not the entire warehouse on day one. Backfills and replay. Historical backfills can flood your ingestion API with a burst of out-of-order events. The better pattern is to batch load historical lineage directly into storage, rather than replaying it through your live ingestion path, which is optimized for steady-state traffic, not bulk loads. Metadata storage growth. This one catches teams off guard. Your lineage graph grows with every single run, not just every dataset. If you don't set retention policies on raw run history early, Postgres or Elasticsearch sizing becomes a recurring, unplanned fire drill. Let's ground this in a real production pattern. Astronomer, the managed Airflow company and one of the co-creators of the OpenLineage standard, ships an OpenLineage provider that instruments Airflow tasks automatically. For common operators, SQL, dbt, Spark Submit, there are no per-DAG code changes required at all. Events from that provider stream to Marquez for lineage graphs and can fan out to OpenMetadata for catalog-wide discovery from that same single run. Look at the diagram on the right. One Airflow DAG run, instrumented with the OpenLineage provider, produces one event stream that fans out to two independent consumers: Marquez for the lineage graph, OpenMetadata for the broader catalog and lineage view. Teams are not forced to pick a single tool for every use case. The outcomes speak for themselves. Automatic instrumentation means standard operators emit lineage without manual annotation. Cross-tool visibility means one event stream feeds multiple UIs. And practically, on-call engineers can trace a broken table back to its owning DAG in minutes instead of hours.
I want to close the technical content with where this space is heading, because it addresses a real limitation in everything we've covered so far. Runtime lineage, the OpenLineage events we've been discussing, only covers jobs you've actually instrumented. If a job isn't emitting events, it's invisible to your lineage graph, full stop. The frontier here is hybrid lineage, parsing DBT manifests and SQL abstract syntax trees statically to fill in edges before a single job ever runs. Three pieces to this. Static extraction, DBT's compiled manifest.json file already encodes model-to-model dependencies. No runtime execution is required to seed your graph from it. SQL parsing at ingestion. OpenMetadata's SQL lineage parser can infer table and column-level edges directly from query logs and stored views, again, without waiting for a job to run. And critically, this is reconciliation, not replacement. Static edges bootstrap your coverage on day one, and runtime events then confirm and refine those edges as jobs actually execute over time. This hybrid approach is what separates a lineage system with real day one coverage from one that takes months to become useful.
Let's bring this together into 5 principles you can walk away with and actually apply. 1. Standardize on OpenLineage. Instrument against the open event spec, not a vendor-specific SDK. That's what lets you swap tools later, or run Marquez and OpenMetadata side by side without re-instrumenting your pipelines. 2. Match the tool to the job. Marquez for a focused lineage-first graph. OpenMetadata when lineage is one part of a broader catalog and governance need. 3. Combine push and pull. Runtime events plus scheduled crawlers give you both precision and coverage. Neither one alone is complete. 4. Scope column-level lineage deliberately. Apply it to your highest risk tables first. Blanket column-level parsing across your whole warehouse is a real storage and compute cost, not a free upgrade. 5. Plan retention early. Your lineage graph grows with every run, not just every dataset. Set a retention and archival policy before storage becomes an incident, not after. If you remember nothing else from this talk, remember these 5. They're the difference between a lineage pilot that works in a demo and a lineage system that survives a year in production.
For those of you who want to go deeper, here's where to start. The OpenLineage specification itself at openlineage.io/docs/spec is the best place to understand the event contract in full before you write a single line of integration code. For hands-on setup, the Marquez GitHub repository has everything you need to stand up the reference implementation locally, and the OpenMetadata documentation covers their full ingestion framework. If you're on Airflow specifically, the OpenLineage Airflow provider docs will save you from writing manual instrumentation entirely. And if you want the academic grounding, there's a paper, OpenLineage, an open framework for data lineage collection, presented at the VLDB workshop on data management for end-to-end machine learning, which covers the design rationale behind the spec. Finally, if you're a DBT shop, the manifest.json reference is your entry point into static lineage extraction. So to wrap up, we walked through why lineage matters, the OpenLineage model that underpins both tools, a full end-to-end architecture, real instrumentation code, how to choose between Marquez and OpenMetadata, what production actually demands, a real-world Airflow case study, and where this space is heading next. If you take one action away from today, make it this. Stand up Marquez locally with Docker Compose. Wire the OpenLineage Airflow provider into a single DAG, and watch your first lineage graph render end-to-end. That one afternoon of hands-on work will teach you more than any slide deck can. Thank you for your time. I'd love to open it up for questions. If anything I covered today maps to a specific pipeline or tool in your own stack, I'm happy to dig into the specifics with you.